Record.
Hello.
Okay. Right, let's quickly go through a few things. First thing, I've got a short list here that we need to cover today. The first thing is YouTube. I'm not going to post all the old videos that I made, but I think from Thursday everything will be on. I don't know how your view is on your side. Basically, just go check the latest video. Should be on the left-hand side on your screen. Important on YouTube, you can make huge amounts of money on a channel like this. We've got just under 160 people now subscribed. Get your people to subscribe and watch the videos. If you got Wi-Fi, open the video and let it run. I need 4,000 viewing hours in the next 12 months, and then we start making money. That means I can sponsor more profiles. I'm not having coffee today. This is tea. Can you believe it? So get yourself onto YouTube. If you want the link, send me a message. I'll send it to you. It is posted in the groups. Let's talk about how we work the boards now currently. We gave people 9 days ago the option to work on their own boards. You send me a photo of the board, and then I'll open the group with the legend's name and the compartment and boarding call number. If there's 7 people on, then we start working. We prefer that we send out the links from the builders, but if you do not get hold of a builder, then we make another plan. So far, we got hold of all the builders, and we did manage to get all the links out. I think the first one of those will close today, and then some of the older ones as well. That is when there's 7 people on the board. If somebody refused to log in or deleted themselves, we're sitting with a gap on the board, and that's where it gets a little bit tricky. If somebody is missing on a board, let's say the guide forgot to log in and is removed, the number 1 boulder or the number 3 boulder will then move up to guide position, and then you're sitting with an open boulder position. Now, if the number 2 or number 4 boulder sends out a link, it's going to fall in line with him. That's not going to have a trickle up effect. So if the boulder number 1 and 3 is open, we then have to adjust. So one of the gifters will then have to send out a link to go to position 1 of 5. That will trickle up, and that new boulder there will then send out links. So we're going to sit with a haywire board, but that's why I'm here and why Liana is here, so that I can guide you through that. It's not rocket science, it's submarine science. It's easy. Not everybody understands how the trickle up works. The important thing to remember, let's start with the legend. Legend sends out a link, it goes to position 1. So if you got a board on the left that is full up to the boulder position, but you've got gaps on the right, the legend can't fill the right-hand side. The left must be completely full first. And if you confirm, that board splits off, that half, that hemisphere. So in a situation where there's gaps on the right-hand side, get hold of the guide and let the guide send out a link. But I'll guide you. Send me photos. We'll open a board group chat on Telegram, and I'll guide you through the steps, which person must send out the next link. It's just easier if I guide you through. So that's when there's open positions. Now, coming to perpetual boards, some people had the audacity to be stupid and forgot to log in or deleted themselves. I don't know why you do something stupid like that. You give it $100, and now you don't want to carry on. If you do have spots on a perpetual board, we work the same there. We fill the positions that is open. I found a board somewhere during the night with 1 legend on, 1 guide and 1 boulder. It is scary. We got the one side filled, and then I managed to get 1 gifter in on the right-hand side, which got confirmed, and he trickled up then to guide. So on the right-hand side, at least there's a guide now. and then we work from there. So on a perpetual board, same story, send me a photo if need to be. I'll make a group, a chat group, so that we can get everybody on board, and then we work on that board. It's not that difficult to finish a board. You just need to do it systematically. It's no rush. It is not a speed train running along the tracks at breakneck speed. You do it one step at a time. Christina sent me a photo of a board yesterday where we were short of a boulder in position number 2. And quickly that got filled. You can make plans around that. Okay, that's concerning the perpetual boards. Again, remember, if you do have $100 available and you want to get a position on one of the higher up perpetual boards, send me a message. I'll go look at what is the best board at that stage in the lineage. Remember, our lineage is approaching 10,000 strong. That's a huge amount of people. So if you can end up on a perpetual board, get yourself on there, work your position. If you get your 2s in before you legend, well done. If not, send out links to yourself and a charity when you're in legend position. I think that's all that I've got for now. Right, any questions on how we operate the boards? Where's Rocky? Rocky, you always got questions. I'm listening.
Yeah, just one question. Thanks. Obviously, if you've got multiple boards, you're only going to do one board at a time, I would assume.
Now, some people are brave. There's, I think Sharon. Sharon, are you working on more than one board at a time? Sharon is busy with something else.
Yeah, I'm busy with my hanging up a mirror. Yes, I am doing 2 boards at a time.
Okay, Sharon is doing 2 boards at a time. Cheryl, because she's got a lot of positions that she's going to assist with that we sponsor in, is working also on quite a lot of boards. Cheryl, you're not on here. Christina, can you remember how many boards Cheryl is working on currently? But that is now in a gifter position, so that's not. That is still it's still a hectic task. Remember, because in compartment 14, myself and Bobby and Liana took one position on each board. We are currently working. I don't know how many Liana got, but I'm opening the groups. I open the groups. I add Liana, Yanni, and Christina, make them admins. Remember, Yanni must be in the group because you're sending the screenshots for the file in the group now. So I think I've got 200 open already. So Rocky, your 37 is not that much. Maybe I'm going to work all 37 of yours at the same time to get you to legend. Ilana, you got your hand up?
Okay, let me put my hand up.
Yes, Stefan. I just wanted to ask, I'm not sure that it is so, but it seems there might be people opening groups on their own without taking you into consideration. Maybe we should just put something on the group to make sure people know they can't just form a group and start working on their own boards. They must go, have you and everybody else on there so that it can be regulated. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, if you open a group on your own, that's your risk you're taking. I can't guide you if I'm not in a group. I am also not going to guide you if you add me to a group. I open the group because the group name is important so that I can search for the group on Telegram. There's a specific format that I do the group name in. So if you open your own group and you add me, I'm not going to assist you there. I will immediately open another group and add the people in there. I need to be the admin and the owner of the group. There's various reasons for that. Once a board is finished, I hand over ownership to Christina. Christina then takes that board and archives it, or that chat, so that we've got it for future reference. There's a system, there's guidance, and I can only give guidance if you work with me. If you work on your own, good luck, have fun. dive into the rocks. I won't rescue you. You'll have to surface and then climb again on the submarine. David, sorry, Ilana, just do a post like that in the groups for me. David, your hand is up.
Hi, Stefan. Yes, thanks. I just wanted to ask you about, you said if we want to move on our board that we must let you know. I would like to find out about my first board to be able to move on that board. Well, what would be like my responsibility and things like that on the board? How do we do it? Can you explain
You
that?
send me a photo of the board first of all and tell me that you want to work on the board. I will then go open the group. I'll put you in there. I'll make you admin because you're going to add all the people on the board into the chat group. And then once everybody is on, we start working out a strategy how to work on the board. We've got quite a few boards where people decided to take their monthly committed positions. There's one board where only one person can come on board with monthly committed positions. He's taking 2 spots every month. So he's going to take 4 months to finish that board. Every month she's going to ask one of the builders to send out 2 links and she sponsors somebody in. So some of the boards will work slow, some fast. We had boards working quick. It went a little bit haywire where people wanted to go too fast. We do it one gifter at a time, 1 or 2 links at a time. So your responsibility, depending on what your position on the board is to get the people motivated in that group and to get people on board.
So we must invite other people and so on to come onto the board.
Yes, you invite, or if you want to sponsor in, you ask in the group for a person to be sponsored. We had one board where 7 people on the board decided they're each going to sponsor somebody in. So we allocated people from the sponsor profile or sponsor file. We loaded them one by one, and then Diana took the last position that she sponsored in. So that's how you can fill a board. If you don't want another position, you may sponsor people in. It is always an option. We do have a sponsor file. We don't have many people left on there. There's about 40 left, or just under 40. But if we run out of people that needs to be sponsored or wants to be sponsored, or if you don't nominate people that we can sponsor in, remember, if you nominate people, they must be trained, they must know what to do. If we run out of people, we go over to Seeds of Love. Seeds of Love got 2,000 people that needs to be sponsored in. We're only on 300 now. And Auxilio can also do a few more profiles.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, David. Rocky, you got your hand up?
Yeah, Stefan, I just want to check with you in the main system, if you sponsor somebody in one of these groups of people, dog people, cat people, whatever, then it's up to you. It's your responsibility to manage that profile. Is it the same here with the submarine? If I put somebody in and you use them as a sponsor, or I sponsor somebody in, I then must manage that.
Yeah, you must assist with that profile. If they're going to log in on their own, you must guide them and help them to get their 2s in. If you assist or manage the profile, then you need to get their 2 people on board.
Thank you.
Remember now, there's no rush. There's no lineage that we can break. So we can go to compartment 20 if need to be. If a compartment 15 board finish, one of the early ones, and it splits, then we go to compartment 16. If that board splits, we carry on. So people that wants to work, you just keep on following the lineage. Currently, when you go to silver, you will fall behind. Once you activate your version 1 profile, if your version 2 goes through and you activate version 1, you just fall behind the lineage. Even if you compartment 20, you can go 7, 8 levels up. We tested one silver board where we landed 7 levels down from the inviter upwards to 7 levels. That's how it works. So we're not breaking any lineage. If a board don't work, then it's going to just sit there. We're not going to work on a board where people don't want to work. If one person on a board is willing to work, and they take a monthly committed position, it's going to take 8 months and they can fill the board by themselves. So that's our idea, to get people to work on their own boards. If that one person can get movement and a second person starts working, then it takes 4 months to finish the board. If a third person is working, it's going to take 3 months to finish the board. If all 7 on the board works, you finish it in 2 weeks. So start inviting, tell the people about Gift of Legacy. You're not talking to people at this stage, I know. There's a lot of people that's not going out there and telling people about Gift of Legacy. You need to sow the seeds. How are people going to know about Gift of Legacy if you don't tell them about it? Go to a coffee shop and go talk to people. Talk to a stranger. What I do sometimes, I go to a place here close to me. They've got coffee and nasty cake for 60 rands on a special. I don't order that, but they got lovely pancakes for 40 rands. And I'll go sit and drink coffee with somebody. The second time I go there and he's there again, then I'll start showing the seeds and telling them about gifting. The third meeting I go there, I sit for 10-15 minutes and tell them about Gift of Legacy. The fourth time I have coffee with them, they sign on. I sign a person on who took his whole family on, all 5 of them. And 3 of those profiles got their 2s in, well, about 2 weeks later. Start talking to the people. Don't be shy about what we do. We're not doing anything wrong. We're doing a very noble thing here by gifting money away. And in the whole process, you receive. And once your cup is full, you can give more away. Right, here's a question from Zala. On the group chats that we do, it's the people as admins, plus usually I make 1 or 2 other people admin as well, the people on the board, and then obviously the new gifters will also be added. It's not only for the submarine. We've got a huge amount of boards open for tracks, cruise, caravan. We've got Eagle groups open as well. You can work on any board that you want to. It's very easy to do that. Does that answer your questions, Allah?
Morning, Stephen. But who will open the group itself? Will it be you
I open
or
the
the
group. Yes,
legend on the board, or who?
you send me a photo and I put the people in there, the first 4 plus yourself. I make you admin and you add the rest of the group or the rest of the board people. If you can't find somebody for one or other reason, I can't add Cheryl into a group. So every time that she needs to be in a group, Diana will add her. Some people struggled last night to get Karin on one of the groups. She's managing Pegasus. And then we just got to invite out. No, I added her. Sometimes you send the invite to the person that you need to. If the privacy settings is such that you can't add them, send them an invite link. We don't use invite links in the main groups, but the little chat groups for the boards, you can send the invite link out to somebody so that they can join. So whoever requesting that we work on a board, if I open that chat group, you are responsible to get the people in there. I'm not going to do that for you. You do that.
It will be on Telegram, no?
That's on Telegram. Yeah, we don't work on WhatsApp anymore. WhatsApp is a waste of time.
Okay, thank you. So I just sent you the specific board, and then you will take it from there, and then I come in. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If people
Thank you,
ask
Stephen.
Liana if we can work on a board, she will look at the board. She will then send me the photo and say, please open the chat group. So it doesn't matter who you send it to. It's easier if you send it to me directly. But if you do send it to Liana or Christina, they will forward it to me and I will open the group.
Yeah.
Okay, there's
Because
another
Liana,
thing.
I saw yesterday. I saw
Mhm.
yesterday Liana is on my on that on that board. Bobby is there. Mitcher George. George
Mhm.
and Leon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all people that know how to operate. That board can go fast.
Yes. No,
Okay,
thank you
Anthony,
so
I'll get
much.
to you. You're welcome. I'll get to you, George. Okay, let's cover Anthony quickly. Anthony, you got your hand up. What question do you have for us? Anthony,
Can you hear me now?
Anthony, yes, there you now. You got a question?
Yeah. When you move from 14 to 15 and you become a builder there, which I'm unclear of, how do you invite the gifter here? Or say if I want to take another spot, gifter spot, who send the link from where?
We prefer that the builder send the link. We did find a few boards where the guide, for one or other reason, maybe because somebody didn't log in, was sitting with half a circle. So the first link will maybe go out from the guide, but each board differs. It depends on what the plan is with the board. If the guide is working with us, we'll send a link out from the guide, but we prefer that we send a link out from the builders, because those new gifters then is the builders on the next compartment. Remember, once a board finishes and it splits, it's on the file. So if you want to carry on working on the next board, send me a photo of the new board, and then we open a chat group, and that will be a compartment 15 board then. We're already working on some compartment 15s. And if compartment 15 board finishes and it splits and you want to carry on one of those boards in compartment 16, send me a photo and we open the file or open the chat group. You can go however far you want. If you want to finish a board and it splits and one of those boards you're on and you want to finish it up till you're in Legend, you can do it that way. We can go to compartment 20 or even further if you want to. There's no limit on that. We made space on the file. It's 22,000 lines long. There's space for 12,000 people on there.
Okay, thank you, Captain. Answer my question.
Okay, you're welcome. Valerie got a thing here. The profile I'm managing has become a replacement. But I haven't got a boarding call and have not completed the username or email verification. How does it work, please? Valerie, you'll have to give me more details. Which board is this?
Stefan, that's in the Chris group, Telegram.
Was Valerie not removed for one other reason?
No, it is in the group. Let me just have a look here.
Just check for me.
Chris
I remember I
Gift.
told Chris yesterday to remove 2 people.
Yes, Valerie wasn't removed, but Valerie's the one profile that she is managing is a replacement on that board. But the builder is Yolanda, or and I know that Elise and myself sent messages to Yolanda to send the links, the invitation links.
Valerie, what's that profile name?
She's not on board yet. She's waiting for the invitation link to join.
Now get in the group and get Clarice to send out a link. The number 1 builder. There's 2 profiles for, there's 3 for Clarice. Get a link out for Valerie from builder number 1. Valerie,
Yeah,
that
we've
link will go
contacted-
in the group. You will get it in the group. Remember, we're not going to publish all the boarding calls. If you work on a group, there's no need to have a boarding call out. You do need to post a photo of the board once all the gifts are in the Legend group. But we're not going to make a boarding call for that. There's a boarding call number, but we will do the links in the group so that everybody can see what the progress is. Okay, so Christina, just organize a link there for Valerie. Okay, yeah, Valerie, basically you need to register from a new link. If you look at I'll just look at the photo of that board. You're not on there, so you need to get a link from folder number 1. But Christina will organize that. She's going to do that. Right. Any more questions? Dead silence. Somebody on you got a question, I can feel it. Let's see who's got a question. Lizette, you always got questions. Give me a question, please. Make it difficult.
Question. No, I don't
Mm.
have questions today.
Why?
Okay, let's make it difficult. Why do people not want to work together?
Because they're stupid.
That's all I want to know. Why don't? Okay. Have they got
Andrew-
ID10 teams?
Yes, exactly. Andrew's got I spoke to Andrew yesterday about the next 7 motivational calls, the Thursday ones. And I said to him, we are going to tell the people about the 7 secrets of life. And he said, where is he going to find it? I say, go to Psalms. And I couldn't find an English Bible in my house. I've got Greek Bibles and Russian Bibles and Spanish Bibles and 17 Afrikaans Bibles and 2 German Bibles and a lot of Bibles, but I couldn't find an English one. So I pulled out the first one that was closest and I said to him, let's go to the first Psalm. And it's somebody gave me this, it's a New Testament and Psalms. And there was a newspaper article in there, folded up, it opened up on Psalm 14. I said, right, there's the first secret of life. The fool think there is no God. Fools destroy everything. It's because people is stupid that they don't want to work together. So that is your lesson for Thursday. And then after that, we're going to go through Psalms, or Andrew's going to go through Psalms and find the other 6. There's 6 very strong secrets in Psalms that King David wrote. But the first one, the most important one, why do people don't want to work together? Why do people suffer? Why do people conform to the control of the elite? That's because they're stupid. And God didn't create you like that. You made yourself stupid by believing all the nonsense that the people is telling you. Good question, that, but that's more for Thursday. We won't go into motivational today. Right, we got 6 minutes left. Anybody else wants to ask anything or say something? I need one more good question. Total science. Valerie, just follow up with Christina, please, on that board. I need that board. That's the oldest outstanding board, so that we can get that finished. Lizette, you got your hand up again?
Just a question, Stefan. Is there a way to merge boards?
I suspect there's a plan to merge boards. If you look at a board with 3 people on and a board with 4 people, the best option for the developer is to merge those 2 boards. I don't mind if I'm in a legend position with 2 other people on the board to go back to a boulder position if we merge. At least you're on a board where people can work. We can't manually merge boards. The developer will have to do that. So some other stage, I found 2 boards that people send me photos from where they're sitting all alone as guide. You can't operate like that. So eventually those boards will have to be merged by the system. There was an announcement on that yet, but they will let us know when that's going to happen. The trickle up is working now. So wherever I'm on a board, I try to fill the board as much as I can. And then if you can't go further, if I fill the one side, other side I can't fill, then we just sit there. If I'm in a guide position on the left side, I can't do anything on the right-hand side. So the system will
Yes.
eventually merge that.
Thanks.
Okay, Michaela, you got a question?
Yes,
Got
I
4
do,
minutes
Stefan.
left.
Good morning. Yes,
Morning.
I want to know something that is keeping me preoccupied. Compartment 14, all the boards that are being worked on right now are basically at the bottom of the lineage, right? Now, what will happen if any of the boards that are further on, that have gone to perpetual and maybe are on silver, if they start adding people as well? What will happen to those boarding call numbers, you know, generally? Will they fill in at the bottom of that lineage as well? If you know
No,
what I
no,
mean.
if you work on a perpetual board, it's a double lineage. You strengthen the lineage. It doesn't have an effect at the bottom. What a lot of people is waiting for is on their second or their third bronze board when they hit legend. They are going to take either 8 positions themselves at the bottom or sponsor 8 positions in. There's a lot of people that contacted us already that said they will take 1 gift. Apart from the committed position, they will take 1 gift and sponsor 8 people in or take 8 profiles for themselves at the bottom. Again, I will go select which board they will fall on. It will be a board which got a direct influence on their people ahead of them.
Okay.
So it's just a bit of planning. The file is very easy to use. It's a very big file, but if somebody goes through to their third board and they get to legend and they want to use 1 gift to take 8 positions, I will go find the right board for them to work on. We fill it. If we go to compartment 14 or past 14 to 15, 16, 17, or even up to 20 or further, doesn't matter. We'll work on the boards where that person got a direct influence from that 8 positions. Remember, we can trace back from position 1, who follows who. And that's one way to do it, or you can strengthen your lineage on the perpetual board if you want to. If you're in legend, get yourself a link out and confirm it. Eventually, those profiles that you confirm like that will get their 2s in, and then you've got a bit of a stronger lineage in future. We currently got 3 lineages working together on the submarine. It's the original lineage. It's the people that took profiles on perpetual boards with their lineage behind them, and also the version 2s. So it's 3 different lineages working together. I can't explain to you what I see on the file every day, how the flow is going to happen in future. You'll have to come for a 2 or 3 hour coffee session so I can show you what I can see on my file. But it's scary how the lineage works together. We've got Shiloh School 1, where a lot of the version 1s ended up on the silver board because the system takes them there. I had to take 6 people off there this morning because they all got version 2 profiles. It works. The system works so that you follow your lineage. And that is going to be the secret of our success on all the dream vehicles. Right, we got less than a minute left. I'll see you guys at 1 o'clock for the ones that wants to hop on at 1. Recording will be posted in a few minutes on the channel, on YouTube channel. Have a good lunch, and then I'll see whoever wants to hop on at 1 o'clock. Unmute yourself, shout bye.
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 Dankie,
Thanks, Stefan.
bye.
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 Christina, ek inbox jou